Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with another lesson from the self-belief course. And this lesson is all about what I have found throughout my experience of developing and learning self-belief, of creating my ideal self. An important thing I've learned throughout my years from studying from many different experts on this topic is there is a big difference between self-belief and sort of like not motivation, but no, I can't think of the word. But essentially, like with my studies, what I've found is that there are four main aspects of the ideal self. First is self-validation, understanding what are my thoughts, what are my beliefs, what are my internal truths, what are external from me that I've picked up along the way. The next is self-belief. How do I build and cultivate belief within myself to sort of create, you know, this version of myself that can be, do, and have anything that I ever want in life? How do I build the self-confidence to feel empowered in every moment, to feel, empowered in who I am? How do I build my self-worth to know that I hold value, to feel that I am someone who is valuable? And an important thing to understand is how this information all layers on top of each other. So we can't build self-belief without first understanding self-validation, because if we try to just build self-belief by itself, we are building self-belief through validating other people's opinions and by trying to validate ourselves through others. That's the funniest thing I've learnt along the way, is that how I learned personal development and how I sort of was taught to deal with who I was and try and build up who I was backwards. Majority of people are backwards in their ideas and understandings on this topic. So the thing was, until I'd learned self-validation, all that belief, all that empowerment that I had created in myself was actually validated through the people who had taught it to me. So I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't know how to empower myself. I didn't know how to build myself up, because most people just say self-belief is belief in self, which is idiotic. It's illogical. Self-belief is just belief. Do you see? Belief is just a thought on repeat, a conditioned thought that's conditioned so strongly it becomes a truth. So self-belief is just self-truth. Do you see? So what we're trying to do in self-belief, when we're learning and trying to cultivate self-belief within ourselves, is we're trying to create new self-truths. So when I feel insecure about myself, I have a truth that I am someone who is secure. Does that make sense? So if I feel like I cannot do what I want to do in life, if I'm, working towards a goal, but I don't see the results just yet, and I start to feel insecure and doubt and lack and negativity towards myself, what I have to do is instill a new truth about myself that, you know, I am getting there. I can do this. I will do this. I am moving forward. But the key thing that I've understood is that nothing happens without action. So we have to move towards the goal, irrespective of how I feel about myself. I must keep moving forward, and I must build myself up while moving forward. It's not that I stop and I take an hour or two, I take a couple of days to build myself up and then start again. No, it's that we keep moving forward and we build ourselves as we go. And that's one of the keys of self-validation, is we're conditioning in new language. We're conditioning in new, narratives. We're conditioning in new beliefs, new language patterns, new stories, new meaning, But it's not that we just sit down and do this. It's that we have to condition ourselves under fire. So we have to be moving through feeling insecure about ourselves, but just saying, I got this. I can do this. I am doing this. I will do this. I am good enough. And we just keep repeating that while we progress forward. That's the thing. Nothing will ever happen unless there's action being taken for forward movement. The reason for this is that it's the day in, day out action of progressing towards a goal, no matter how big of a progression or how little of a progression. So long as we are moving forward, even if it's just one step a day, we are still moving forward. We are progressing. We are building ourselves up. So it's not that we have to, move at a running rate, running pace to sort of get to our goal as quick as possible. No, it's that by day in, day out, me moving towards my goal, by every time I feel insecure about myself, I consciously condition in and run new language patterns and new beliefs, or new language patterns, new narratives, new stories, new meaning until they become new beliefs. You know what I mean? And then what happens is by me doing that over a long enough period of time, my subconscious mind will just pick up that every time I feel insecure, I have to build myself up. And that becomes the new norm. Essentially, when we are creating the ideal self, we are creating a new version of ourselves. And the best part is we can have it as soon as we want. We can be our ideal version of ourselves now through action, through day in and day out, moving towards our goal. We build that belief within ourselves that we can attain our goal. If every time I feel negative about myself, I have to stop for a week to try and soothe myself and make myself feel good about myself, I am not moving forward. I move forward one day and then a week I'm out. And then I move forward one day and then a week I'm out. I am not, even though I am progressing at a very slight rate, it's not the healthy way to do it, because that week I take off to build myself up, I am avoiding the actions that truly build my self-belief. And that is just by doing it. So that's an important thing we got to understand, is that when we're building self-belief, we are just trying to, create an environment within ourselves where success is easy, where moving forward and continuing momentum is easy, where I don't need to take a break to sort of center myself and sort of clear out all that negativity because I'm trying to fight through negativity. It's that I have to clear the negativity as I'm fighting through the negativity. And if I'm able to reprogram my subconscious mind every time I feel negative about myself, a positive and empowering narrative, language pattern, story, meaning is assigned to that. And that's the important thing, is that it's not just about saying to myself, I can do this. It's about saying to myself, when I feel down and out, I can do this while moving forward. So that's an important thing to understand, is that action is required. For action is the aspect that will get us to the end goal. If I keep moving forward, irrespective of how I feel about myself in the moment, I will change who I am when I've reached the goal. Through realizing that I can be, do, and have anything I want in any moment, I build myself to have the capabilities to have, do, and be whoever I want in any moment. Because I'm able to ignore the negative beliefs and recondition positive beliefs so that I am able to, when negative stimuli affect my body, my subconscious mind runs positive programs. And that's the key. All right. Well, I hope you got a bit of value out of this one today. And that's just that. Like, essentially, what we're trying to do is we're just trying to catch ourselves when we look or feel insecure about ourselves or negative or anything like that. And we just want to consciously run new programs, which are just through language, to empower ourselves to keep moving forward while we feel negative about ourselves. All right. Well, I hope you have an amazing day and I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.